Learning more about the pedestrian killed in the parking lot of Cass Clay Creamery yesterday after being hit by a truck. He was a homeless man, 31-year-old Austin Nez. Nez was pronounced dead at the scene just after 1 a.m. yesterday. Highway Patrol indicates the driver of the truck will not be charged. Troopers say Nez was not an employee of Cass Clay Creamery. It's unclear why he was there.